Well, it is now part 29 of working on this U.S. Army 1952 3/4 ton 4x4 M37 cargo carrier. And this time here needed to work on the wiring for the fuel pump and the fuel system. And also today, in fact, Ron came over the last 2 days, helped me out with the wiring yesterday, and today we worked on the wiring going to the headlights and basically all the other wires that were kind of messed up. Have heat shrink on them and just make sure they were still okay. So I did all that, but also I got this in just the other day, and this is the backrest for the passenger side. And the way this is going to go is there are on the top, you see the 4 places where there's actually threaded inserts in there on the top. There's 4 of them, 2 on each side, that correspond to the bracket up on the top of the truck itself. And then on the bottom, I'm going to have to make some kind of bracket because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes on bottom, and that will have to be attached there. So I'll have to make a bracket for that. Since they don't really give you any hardware, you just get the seat. So, and this thing had no extra hardware on it anywhere. So anything that's done here has got to be fabricated. So just so it works. But we've been doing pretty good so far. So I'm going to show you what we've been doing. Also, the other thing I have to do is I still have to work on this other headlight. So it comes over tomorrow. We're going to be working on that, the wiring on the other side. And also we found the fittings for the master cylinder. So that's going to be going in, but we got to get, before we do that, we have to get the dimmer switch in. So that dimmer switch has got to go in first. And then we'll put the master cylinder in, and we'll run that. The lines look like they're in good shape. It's just, you know, we're pretty sure that the other ones are going to the all the wheel cylinders. Probably figure those are probably bad anyway. I'll probably have to buy a new set of those. So we'll see how that goes. That's about another 80, probably $80 or $90 for a whole set. So after you figure with shipping and all. But on this headlight, it's still a little loose, so I'm going to have to go and open it up, and I'm probably going to have to put a lock washer probably inside where the nut is, so it tightens down better. Right now it's kind of loose, so I've got to take it apart again, go through that, and then we got to go through the wiring. Luckily, the metal tabs are still there. These metal tabs with the circuit diagram are invaluable to get everything hooked up right. And so that's been working out okay. So wait a second, I'll show you what we're doing here next. All right, under the hood, I'll get some more light on it here. If you look down there, there's, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll use my tripod here without taking it off the tripod. Anyway, the wiring is tapped into where the ballast resistor goes, and if you tap into this side, then you can go ahead and use the ignition switch to start the car. And so that wire that runs down there, that goes all the way underneath over to the battery box, and then battery box to a relay in the battery box, and then that relay, the power for that comes from the back all the way to the fuel pump itself. So I'll have to get under the truck to show you that. So you have to bear with me again. And I'll come right back. Okay, here we are inside the battery box, and there's the relay. And if you notice, the line goes over to the other side. That's where it picks off the 12 volts going to this, and then it comes back out and around, and then we go back to the fuel pump in the back. So I'll show you where that is. So as you can see the wire on the fuel pump, and that wire goes from there all the way around underneath the tank, by the side of the frame, all the way to the front. So, yep. So we're picking off the voltage we need so that we can run this fuel pump back here. So the only thing I have not done yet is I have not filled up the tank with any more gas. So yeah, it's going to need to be filled with gas. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the wiring under the hood on one side for the lights. Now, under the hood, you'll see all that is new. Every last bit of that's new. It's all been redone. I made up all the tags for all the locations and all for where they're going. And yeah, finally it's pretty much all shrink wrap. And the shrink wrap is this stuff here I used. And it's pretty good stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty much that for that side, and it's hooked to the headlight, and wiring down there is actually for the headlight, turn signals, parking lights, everything. It's all that on that side. And then tomorrow I got to do the other side, so more fun. But you got to get this stuff done, otherwise this thing's never going to work. So anyhow, that's it. That's what we've been doing here the last couple days. So that'll be it for now. Talk to you guys later.